Hi, my name is Stacy Nash and I'm working on my project for managing conflict in the workplace. I'm talking with Esther today. Welcome, Esther. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I would like to ask you, Esther, please describe a situation where you had a conflict in the workplace.
I had an issue with the rooms division manager who had one of her employees upset with her because he wanted to go home and take a little break to get his lunch, and she didn't want to give him that break. And she was giving him a break, but she didn't want to spend 30 minutes break. She wanted him just to go to the bathroom, come back, so that way she can go home for the rest of the evening.
How did you become aware that there was a conflict going on in the workplace?
Actually, the employee actually gave me a call. He tried calling all the HR. He called Nate and he called me and trying to get us involved with what just happened because he was very upset.
And did you talk to the rooms division manager?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. She was very upset that I got in the middle of it because I did actually go back there that evening, I think about 10 o'clock at night, or not 10, maybe it was 9, to relieve the young gentleman at the front desk so that he can go home and get something to eat. But he didn't have any money, so what I did was I ended up buying him his dinner. And one of the reasons why I went there is because I heard from one of our employees, who was our controller, she tried calling at the hotel, and the front desk clerk kept hanging up and hanging up. He wasn't saying hello. You could hear him breathing, and then he would just hang up. He wasn't answering the phones, and that was the front desk. So that worried me because I didn't want him to be doing that to our guests, and I didn't want to be losing any money, and all that other.
So I better understand, what did the rooms division manager tell you? Where was the conflict that was going on between the two of you?
She was upset because she thought I was undermining her decision. And because she left, she thought he was fine. It was his problem that he didn't bring his lunch, and of course again, Shannon did tell him to bring his lunch, because he's going to be working by himself from 3 to 11, and he didn't. So she was upset with me because I went there and I actually brought him lunch. But one of my biggest things, really, I was upset because he was hanging up the phone when he was answering the front desk.
Right. Did you talk to the employee about that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He denied it, but I said to him, unfortunately, the controller is the one calling. And I, too, did call several times. Okay.
How did you and Shannon, the rooms division manager, work out the difference between the two of you?
She just felt I was undermining her, and I said, no, I was not doing that. I mean, I was more concerned about what was happening with our property and what, with him dealing with our guests. I thought was a loaded employee who was very angry. And so that's why I got in the picture. And then Shannon didn't go any further with that after that.
How were you able to kind of patch things up with her?
She understood. I had to explain to her the reason why. And then she, too, said, maybe I should have stayed. Instead of leaving that evening, I should have stayed. And maybe I should have told them to be the one to go home, and I'll just cover. And that's what she said to me. So that was it. We did not. We solved our issues by just talking it through.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Esther.
You're very welcome.